just to rank, isn't it? If we finish 13th to 15th, you think they're going to keep him?
This is what I wanted to
I do think they're going to keep him. You know why, Danny?
Relax, bro. He ain't going anywhere, man. Relax,
Danny.
Danny,
Remember, Danny, he left them, top of the Champions League, top of their league also, He's just turned 40. He's young. He is widely recognized as the next gen of elite managers in football,
Facts.
They believe in this guy. So because things didn't work out in the first 6 months when he didn't have his players, they're not going to bin him off that, because even though he hasn't been a manager for a long time, he's got enough credit in the bank that they're going to keep this brother, bro. They are. Like, there's no way they sack him. If we finish 13th in the league, he's not getting sacked, bro. I'm confident of that. I'm sure he's confident of that also. That's why he's frozen out Rashford. He's the first manager to do it. Well, Ranić did it, and Ranić didn't stay. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're a manager that's not confident that you're going to be at the end of the season, are you having a shootout with Marcus Rashford?
Now, the Rashford thing's done together anyway. It's a joint thing. Everybody can see that. It's a joint thing.
But it doesn't matter whether it's joint or not, because when Ranić throws him out, he weren't coming out talking about new challenges.
No, he weren't.
Listen,
this is a completely different ballgame.
He asked the question. No, listen. He asked the question, innit? So, I genuinely, just looking at their record, to me, I can only go past what their record is, and I look at Ineos. I look at Ineos and I look at Nice. That man was sacking people, turning coaches into directors of football and some madness what they were doing out there, right? So at the end of the day, I don't think he is even he understands that himself. He talks about the results. He talks about that if he gets sacked, so be it. You know what I mean? That's what that's what he says. But I genuinely, I can't say with hand on my heart that these men are not going to pull the trigger.
They're not.
Ran said
they have to then keep him.
Ran said it best, Nice was a side thing, bro. He was just
and also Ratcliffe came out and admitted, he admitted, that the way he ran Nice, he learned a lot from that, and there's a lot of things he would have done differently.
Doesn't he still own?
I'm glad
you said that, Rance. Okay,
one second. Does he not still own Nice?
Yeah.
Yes.
So exactly. So he still owns them. They're the side thing. What's going on over at Nice at the minute?
They're not the side thing.
Are you sure?
They're not the side thing, and I tell you why. If we were both in the Champions League, if they were the side thing, he would have sold them in that scenario.
Brother, they're fourth in the French league, and you're talking about them like they're fighting relegation.
No,
but they're fourth in League and you're talking about these men like they're where we are.
They're not a side. But I'm saying they're not a side thing.
No, but you're talking about these man. You're talking about these man.
People that see
I just want to go back, right? I want to go back.
I'm not going to hear it. I've got a deeper point to make anyway. Let's look at the evidence. What Structure said made sense. Me and Structure were talking about this before Ashworth got sacked. If you know Nice, they sacked the director of football every season. It's not a joke. So the fact they've sacked Ashworth already, that's evidence of Sir Jim's temperament. In my opinion, that's not Omar. That didn't come from Bradley, so that came from Sir Jim. Do you know what I'm saying to you? So, Rance, you see what you're saying? I think you're talking about Omar. I think you're talking about Wilcox. I don't think you're talking about Ineos. I think there's a difference, bro. I think there's a difference. I think Sir Jim will get impatient if we finish 15th. I think he will sack him.
But in what sense? In what sense, bro? As in they're not going to get rid of him. Yeah, but bro, when I say Ineos, I don't mean Jim. I mean the whole setup. I don't necessarily mean Jim. Barada and Wilcox, bro, they're not getting rid of man.
They went and chased him, bro.
And also,
I just said that. I said Omar.
Who is Barada and Wilcox at Nice, bro? Like, that's what I'm trying to say, bro. Jim said himself he was a lot more hands-on at Nice, and at Man United, and he regrets it. At Man United, he's brought in people to do the job, so you don't have to be sacking people. He understands that he was trigger happy there, bro.
After paying money to get man out of Newcastle.
One time, please. He already sacked his sporting director. What did he learn at least? He didn't learn nothing.
Clearly, he's learned to go and get better people, and we've got Barada and Wilcox.
After man chased him.
It's the same pattern.
Danny, can I ask you a question, Danny? Let me ask Danny a question, Danny, no, it's not even an analogy. You made a point about best in class, that whole best in class thing. So why are you why are you going against your point and judging Ratcliffe then? You said that it doesn't matter about what people have done and whatever, it's what they prove. That's what you said. So why do you care about Nice? It doesn't make sense, bro. That don't make sense to me, bro.
It does make sense. Think about the context of having this conversation in. We're looking at the behavior of Ineos patterns. At Nice, they sacked a manager every season.
But the man's not a therapist, bro. Man's not a therapist.
Can I land? Can I land?
The captain saved the whole thing is down. Can't be on this captain save a whole track. He's letting you know that my man's a hoe.
Listen,
and you're on this
I said captain save a hoe, you know.
Yo,
you can't be on this captain save a hoe. Say that history don't matter. History matters.
Rhino Cliff.
Let me just. Danny, are you going to respond to it? Are you going to respond to that? What Rhino said? Are you going to respond to it or not?
So Rhino is not connected, bro. We're looking at patterns of behavior. So at Nice, they were very aggressive.
That's all we're going off by.
They were ruthless. So in the first 6 so all we've got at Man United, 1 second, Northern, it's February till now. They sacked the DOF. You don't see the pattern. You think they're not connected? Come on, bro.
I hear that.
Right, cool,
no,
man.
But let me be clear. You see what Rand said about Omar? That was my point. I don't think Omar would want to sack him because that's Omar's guy. But I don't. Yeah. So Jim's temperament is not Omar's temperament. That's the point I'm making.
Omar was the one that made it.
Jim might want to sack him.
Omar was the one.
I hear that. I get you.
Ashworth, though.
Exactly.
Man, need to understand that Omar's been given the power. Yeah.
That was the
no, it wasn't, man.
That was
it was Omar, bro.
It was Omar, man.
It was Omar. Man are saying it's Jim. You know why that doesn't make sense? You know why that don't make sense? Because
I don't have control.
Omar brought in Jason, didn't bring in Ashworth. Omar didn't want Ashworth there, and Omar's the one that brought in the new manager.
But when he was out there chasing Ashworth like a gal from Newcastle, paying money to get him
before
out.
Omar came in, bro.
Yeah, but Omar knew he was coming. Why didn't Omar tell him?
At them times, he didn't.
Ransom, sorry, the video's there. Ransom, sorry, the video's there. The video's there. Radcliffe talking about Ashworth.
Brother, what are you talking about? Bro, Ashworth came. Ashworth knew he was joining Man United before Barada, bro.
Can I just please, give me just 1 minute.
Saeed,
give me 1 minute.
I've got a question for you, Saeed.
Please give me 1 minute, Danny. Listen, 1 minute, Danny. Listen, Danny, let me just break this down.
Yeah, let's
Listen, let me just break this down. Okay, now let's just say this. Why the hell? The mistake is already started. If you want to follow Rance's logic, yeah, right? A CEO is the guy who's head of operations. He's the head of everything other than the board. CEO answers to the board, right? And to the owner. But the CEO is the one that's in charge of everything. So why, to begin with, why is Ineos picking Dan Ashworth? Wouldn't you like to get the CEO in first and let the CEO go and get his director of football and technical directors and then the staff that he needs? So why?
How many times have I explained this, bro?
Structure, we know the truth. Come on, man.
How many times have I explained this? Listen, yeah. If Omar came in before Ashworth, he would have chosen someone else, but he did not.
He came at the same time, yeah.
No. But forget the same time thing, yeah. Forget the same time. Bruv. Because one of them had to do a gardening leave thing, and City were more amicable. But let's be honest now, yeah. As soon as the Englishman took over the club, they would have hit up Dan Ashworth because they knew him already, yeah, and said, "Yo, Dan, we're taking over Man United. We want you, bruv." That's what would have happened. Them man never had no relationship with Omar Barada before then, bro. The Barada relationship would have been formed after Ashworth because they knew Ashworth first. If they chose Omar first, he would have gone and got a football director, just like he went and he got Jason Wilcox, bro.
No,
that's the only logical decision. That makes no sense.
No,
why would they hire Omar and then hire Omar, the guy that Omar?
Because they're messed up. Because they're messed up. That's our point, man. That's our point.
Because then Omar sacked him anyway.
Yeah,
that's our point. Our point is that they're messed up.
Because you know what it is, Saeed, yeah? So Jim has spoken about... So Jim's done lots of interviews. He put the team together. Omar didn't have a choice.
He also left...
Because he brought in Jason Wilcox. What do you mean he didn't have a choice?
Saeed,
and Vivell. Where did Vivell come from?
Saeed. Yeah. You see the hierarchy? They put that... He picked what he picked. That was for David Bransford and Ineos. They picked those people.
Yeah, but who's in charge of football operations at Man United, though?
Ineos. You know Ineos.
No, who's really in charge of the football operations?
I'll tell Saeed. Yeah.
You don't answer the question, bro.
Saeed,
who's in charge?
There's certain things I don't...
question. You Ineos
I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer it. And this is real life shit, not football fan mentality, real life. Man United's a PLC. Go look at the fucking documents. It will tell you who runs the operations. It will fucking tell you. It will tell you. It's Ineos.
It tells us right.
It's Ineos.
Oh
it's
my
Ineos.
God.
Ineos
doesn't
Sports,
make sense.
bro.
All right,
Bro,
all right,
I'm
cool.
talking
All right,
about-
fair
oh
enough.
my
You know
God.
what? We're not going to agree on this. All I'm going to say is, yeah, Dan Ashworth was the only person, yeah, that Barada did not bring in. Because he brought in Wilcox and Bivell,
That's
yeah?
right.
And guess who's not here? Ashworth.
I don't know.
But this is what we're saying. Look, I agree. I agree on that premise. I agree on. No, but I agree on.
If
I agree
Ashworth
on that
here was
premise.
Jim's guy, yeah, and he was adamant that he had to stay, he would still be here now.
No, so
But this is what I'm trying to say, though. But this is what we're trying to say, yeah. What we're trying to say is that what we're saying is this, though. We're saying is this, that what you said is true. But what we're saying is that Jim still holds power to get rid of people and mess things up. This is how he flipping hired someone. That's why he hired someone that he had no business hiring.
Yeah, but
Rance admitted that. Rance already admitted that, though.
He did.
But that's why we're saying, no, but I'm just saying the same way he hired him, he could also go and sack someone and Barada be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but
they should have kept Ashworth then.
But Musa, here's the thing, though. If that was the case, how come we all know that Jim wanted to get rid of Ten Hag in the summer, but he still stayed then? Why didn't he sack him?
Yeah.
Oh, I can answer that. I was going to ask you a question, Said. If I told you 3 months,
why did he sack him?
Answer it.
Because Ashworth that wanted to keep him. That's it.
So Said,
No, Daddy, answer that question.
Because if people want to have a logical argument with you, let's have a logical argument.
Okay,
yeah?
no,
if he's the one who sacked Ashworth, why didn't he sack Ten Hag?
No, we can have a one-on-one now, innit? So it's very, very simple, yeah? Brailsford, David Brailsford ran the show in the summer. Everybody, if you don't know that, I can't talk to you about this if you don't know that.
No, wait, no, hold on, listen. Explain it to me like I'm a child. Say that again.
So David Brailsford ran the show in the summer. That's a fact.
Right.
Not to be debated.
For you people.
It's not to be debated.
Okay,
And what I was going to say to Saeed was this, which is connected to this.
Please, yeah,
Saeed,
please.
if I told you 3 months before, so Jim was angry with Brailsford and Ashworth about Ten Hag, and then 3 months later they sack him, what do you think happened?
What do you mean? What do you think?
If I knew 3 months before,
We're asking you, big man.
Are you going to tell me? Are you going to come and tell me that's the Jim went angry and fired him? If I knew 3 months before.
Yeah, but Danny, this is what I don't get, yeah? You're ignoring the same point that he made with the Ashworth thing, but backing it for the other side.
That's what I'm saying.
Whether it was a mistake or not, it's happened both ways. So why is your side different to the other side? I don't get it.
Yeah, that Ashworth was Brailsford's guy, yeah? So with that logic, yeah? With that logic, with Ashworth being Brailsford's guy, yeah?
Yeah.
If Jim could sack Ashworth, then he could sack Ten Hag as well, bruv.
And he would have just kept Ashworth then as well if he's such power hungry and angry and all of that.
I'm just saying, I feel like this is going bare circular.
No,
but either way,
if
Jim was this power, if Jim was this guy that power trips,
you might have conflated different. You might have conflated different things. You might have conflated different things. In the summer, Omar weren't there, Ashworth weren't there, Brailsford was there.
More reason to sack Ten Hag.
Hold on, Omar said out of his own mouth, me and Ashworth weren't there for the decision, but we back it. Yeah,
that one I agree with. That one I agree with. Okay, cool. But do you agree though? He was the odd one out though in that group. Do you agree with that though as well? Danny?
No, we agree all of that side. We're just saying that Ineos is. We're just saying the man at the helm is reckless.
Hiring Dan Ashworth.
I'm still confused.
That's all we're saying.
Yeah, but we've acknowledged that he's incompetent of certain things, hence why he's got people in. So before he got the people in, he made mistakes. Now he's got people in to do the job that he can't do.
So why are you forcing man? Why are you forcing us to back someone who you think is incompetent?
Listen, man, on a serious level.
How's he incompetent when he sacked him earlier?
Listen, on a serious level, I'm trying to understand this. The question is that if Jim Ratcliffe has the power to sack who he wants, he has a pattern cognitive behavior therapy shit going on. Yeah. Explain to me how he never sacked Ten Hag in the summer. It's either he didn't want to sack him and he wanted to keep him, or do we agree that he wanted to keep him?
We know that he didn't want to keep him.
That's easy. That's easy.
That's easy.
That's easy though. That's easy though, Traps, because the same way he didn't sack him is the same way he hired flipping my man Ashworth and then sacked him. He does crazy things. Why do you want to understand the madman? He does mad things.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. So man was saying that he wanted to. So man was saying that he wanted to get Ashworth. He got Ashworth in.
Straps first. Go on, Traps.
So they said he wanted to get Ashworth in. Yeah, he got Ashworth in. Realized he wanted the guy, sacked him. Wanted Ten Hag out. Yeah, wanted Ten Hag out, and because he's a madman. He kept Ten Hag and sacked Ashworth. When in reality,
he's indecisive.
The logical. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Hold on, man. The logical. Anyone with a logical brain would think, okay, cool. The man that he's got in, that he sacked, is the man that should have sacked the manager. And the man, because the manager didn't get sacked, he lost his job. Yeah. Not only that, other stuff on top of it, like shit deals of outgoing players, yeah, and etc. These are the things that happen. None of this makes sense. It's just that Jim Ratcliffe's a madman and decided to keep Ten Hag and sack Dan Ashworth.
Traps, you mentioned this point. Traps, you mentioned this point about crap deals. We've just done the same deal now, and he's not here with Anthony. The Anthony deal's crap. We got no signing on fee. It's a crap because we got no signing on fee, and we let a player go out that we spent 85 million on that we can't get rid of.
What's the solution when nobody wants him?
But that's my point. My point. No, listen. 1 minute. 1 minute. But I don't think the deals in the summer were crap because we don't have nothing to flip in. We ain't got no deals to deal with. Like our options are poor anyway. So to get the money you got from McTominay, I think was a good deal. I think to get a loan fee for Jadon Sancho and some of his wages gone, and then 25, by the time you add up that package, it's close to 40 million. It's a good deal. Yes. Like, what do you want? I believe it's a good deal. What do you want?
Bro, at the end of the day, all I'm saying
you've got this,
bro. I want to hear Nordin now. Can I just 1 second, hold on a minute. We let you.
Listen, all I'm saying to you guys is that try to make sense that billionaires don't follow logic. Billionaires don't follow logic, man. They make decisions on him. Some of them.
But you lost logic's one-sided though. Because when we use
how do we become millionaires then?
Brother, listen, if he was gonna make decisions on logic, he would have sacked Ten Hag because he didn't like man, bro.
Listen, you know what?
And neither did Wilcox. Wilcox didn't like man. They would sit there screwing this.
You know what it is though? Listen, quickly. You know what it is though, Rand? It's like when you let someone get away. Go on,
Nordin. Made the point, right? Trying to make sense of how billionaires act is not. To an average normal person in using logic, it's not it. Elon Musk is a madman.
No, but Elon Musk is autistic, bruv. You can't compare him.
Don't give me that, Matt.
He is though, bro. He is though. Don't compare him to everyone else, bruv.
They're not throwing nothing to lose all over the place.
Structure. We've got away. All we've been doing for the last half an hour is speculate. For the last 15
I'm saying this is speculation.
That's the reality of it.
Rhino, let's bring it back to the facts. Let's bring it back to the facts.
That billionaires is mad.
Rhino, So Rhino, I have evidence of an owner called Sir Jim Ratcliffe at 2 football clubs sacking staff. What do you have?
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, based on the point you've made, we've admitted that they've made mistakes. But our point is, yes, you lot are scared of the mistakes and you lot are put off by it. But now they've put people in place so they don't have to make those mistakes. That's our point. Our point is just, we've acknowledged what you lot are saying, but we're admitting that they've put things in place to fix that now. So we're cool.
No, Rhino.
That's where I'm at with it. I don't want to go back and forth with all the...
Rhino, you missed the point though, bro. You're going back and forth. We didn't even speak about that. We said he could sack Almiron. That's what we said.
So yeah.
That's it, bro.
That's all.
Okay, that's true, but then we feel like he can't, so he won't. So
yeah, exactly.
We're cool. Let's shake hands and move on, man. We're cool.
All right.
We'll move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've always agreed with that point, but to round it up quickly before you go into it, we've always acknowledged the mistakes. But we've acknowledged the mistakes, but our whole point is he's done stuff to make it he's admitted that he's not good at certain things. He's admitted that. We know this. That's what we know. Huh? He's brought in Omar Barada now, so he doesn't have to do the things that he's made a mistake doing now. Omar Barada can have